This is Jorge Herrera, and I want to talk to you about uh, a current affair, the toxicity in our environment. How the globalists try to dominate us by keeping us sick. And this didn't start yesterday, it has decades of work from the globalists. We can relate to that information when we think about the tobacco industry. The tobacco industry lied to people for many years, making the cigarettes a great thing to use, like a status thing, and they, uh, they actually controlled the American Medical Association and asked them to endorse all the bad stuff that they were doing. But anyway, because of the results, people put pressure into the government, and then the tobacco industry had to pay for damages that made to many people, and eventually their business got very little, very damaged. So what did they do? They switched to the food industry, and that's even worse because they apply the same tactics that they had for the cigarettes to get people in the habit of using them. So now in the food industry, they they also put chemicals to get people addicted to the food that they wanted to sell more. So they bought many food producing factories, and they put a lot of chemicals into this food to make it more addictive, more appealing, beautiful, uh, easier to mix when you are preparing uh, some drink, like maybe uh, cocoa or some vanilla thing that you try to mix with water or milk. So to make it mix easier, they use chemicals that are no good for us. So they have life for us from many years, and they have kept us sick. Let's talk about the fluoride in our waters and in our dental paste, the one that we use to clean our teeth. Those are toxins. I mean, toxic. You know, the minions, that uh, uh, movie caricature um, that we learned, the minions that came out of an experiment that the Nazis did on children. So they put those masks on them. I don't know what the reason was, but that's what the minions um, uh, caricature or movie came around. But that was because the use of chemicals on those kids, And the fluoride was one of those. And all the chemicals that they have used to get more production in their crops, they don't care if those chemicals are bad for us. They just want to be able to get more production, to sell more, to make more money, because money is the motivation. That's why in the healthcare industry, the main healthcare industry, they want to keep us sick because that's what brings them more money. And all that support on the sugar industry was behind uh, being able to keep us sick. The bad oils that we used to cook for so many years because they said that that they were healthy, that it was good for our heart, and the medical the medical association of heart surgeons, they weren't they, they went behind that. Why? Money. And let's talk about, you probably don't know much about nicotine, but you know that nicotine is good for us, and they use it in cigarettes because it's a little bit addictive, but that's not what really creates all the problem with cigarettes. It's all the chemicals that they put on it. They put about 600 chemicals in those cigarettes. That's what really kill people. That's what really cause all those bad illnesses like cancer. All those chemicals. Uh, not the nicotine. And there was a reason they wanted to ban nicotine, and I mean, that they scared people with nicotine, that it was bad, that it was addictive, that it created cancer. It was because they had a plan. That plan was COVID 19. So for decades, they tried to scare people so they would stop smoking, telling them that nicotine was bad, addictive, and that it would cause a lot of problems, cancer among them. But why they did that? Because they had the plan, COVID 19. And they knew that nicotine will make smokers strong against COVID. So, what would happen if they launch the COVID 19 pandemic and all those smokers would have come out resistant to COVID? So, that's why they made that campaign for a couple of decades to get people to stop smoking. But it wasn't because they really cared about people, that they wanted people to be healthy. No, it was because their plan, COVID 19. What would have happened if they launched the pandemic and they would have not made a campaign to try to um, get people to stop smoking? And a lot of people would still be smoking and would be resistant to the pandemic, to the COVID 19. That would make them look bad. So that's why they did that. But if you study um, the nicotine, you're going to find out that it has a lot of benefits, and it can help with a lot of problems that people suffer with, like Alzheimer's, mild Parkinson, um, the schizophrenia, autism. It can help with all that. It actually helps us to focus. It helps our memory. That's why it helps with people that suffer from Alzheimer's. There are also studies that show that it has helped reduce tumors in our brain. So you're probably very surprised about all the stuff that I'm telling you, but I'm actually using nicotine patches. I started using them about 8 days, so I cannot give too many testimonials here, but I think I felt a little more calm, relaxed, and really felt good. So, and well, I'm taking care of myself. Nicotine is not the only thing that I'm doing. I'm taking Detox Pro Plus to detoxify myself, and I'm also taking a cell signal to awake my cells. So that's uh, that's why I feel great, and I don't have any aches or pains. I sleep really good, and I'm doing a lot of exercise, so I'm keeping myself in shape. I also consume very little sugar, and I eat little because I learned that when you sleep good, that replenishes your body. So I don't take breakfast, I don't take lunch because you cannot put gas on your gas tank when the tank is full. And that's what happened to us in the morning after we had a good night of sleep. So we have to spend that gas. We have to use energy to be able to put food into our body, put gas into our tank. So put a comment under the video that you are watching. Let's have a conversation. Let's help each other be healthy. And there is a great opportunity now to help people be healthy with biolimitless. Let's have a conversation. Contact me, and we do that. Thank you. Well, I'll see you next time with more information. And thanks for watching the video. And contact me because I can share with you how you can get the Tox Pro Plus, which is a magnificent product. And also, if you want to talk about nicotine, we can do that. See you next time.